getting money is not our problem. Is what to spend with it. I'm saying that we have significant income, and I'm not trying to understate the importance of taxation by no means. But I'm saying that in addition to that, Nigeria also has significant revenues coming in that ought to be able to make the government capable of doing serious social safety nets.
We don't have significant resources. That's actually not a fact.
What do you say?
I'm coming there. I spoke with General Gowon. What you just said, which is, a lot of people, it's actually a myth. It was actually, taken out of context. What he said is that, not that Nigeria just had too much money, and then people take that, okay, what he said that money is not Nigeria's problem, but how to spend it. What he actually said was how to invest it, because he did not know at that time. He was very young, and then the civil servants, the super palmsecs, they were also very young people. So there was a lot of, lacuna on how to invest the money. Nigeria has never been money. No. Let me land. Nigeria has never been an oil-rich country. That has been a myth. If you take a country like Qatar, I was in Qatar last week, 10 days ago. I was in Qatar. Qatar makes $64 billion from oil and gas every year.
Right.
Qatar's population is not up to the population of Ikeja local government. And you can fact check me. Their population is not up to... If you go to Qatar, one of the things that will shock you is that from the airport to the city, the people who do the work are not even Qatari citizens. They have to import people because their population is so low.
Right.
Nigeria actually makes half of what Qatar is making, and our population is about 235 million. Let me land. So you're now having about 36 billion, which is what we make from oil and gas annually. If you divide that by a population of 235 million, you see that what we have is oil poverty. That's about $150 per citizen.
No, I see your point again, and I see that we are hedging at it from different points, because I don't necessarily disagree that some of these Gulf countries make more money in terms of oil. We have a lot of problems in our oil and gas industry. We don't have enough investment. But the point is still there that we make enough. I mean, look at the level of corruption in our country. We make enough for people to steal money. To invest money in social investment. My argument is that we do have the resources. Are you saying that we don't have the resources?
We do not have the resources. And first and foremost, corruption in Nigeria is down. And how do we know that? We have only one body in Nigeria that has been given, or that in the world, that has the mandate to gauge corruption. That's Transparency International. And according to them, corruption in Nigeria is down.
Marginally.
Well, it doesn't matter. Any progress must be celebrated. Now, to prove to you that, what I'm saying is factual, if you look at a country like Venezuela, which has more than 8 times in terms of proven reserves than a lot of countries. Even Nigeria, they've got much more than Nigeria. Venezuela right now is actually poorer than Nigeria. I was in Trinidad and Tobago. Trinidad and Tobago is infested with Venezuelan refugees. Listen, a country like Nigeria is oil poor. We don't have enough oil resources. I'm okay. Let me even put it in starker terms. Saudi Arabia, they've got a population of about 35 million people. They make about $450 billion from oil and gas. So if you take their population and divide it by their income, you're looking at about $10,000 per citizen. So how do you compare us with $150 per citizen with a country like Saudi Arabia with $10,000 per citizen?
No, I'm not saying that, and that's the point I made. It's not that we are comparing. I'm saying that on our own, we have enough money to take care of these things.
Don't.
That's my argument. Wait, just a minute. So in 1980, and in the early 80s, if you look at the exchange rate of the naira to the dollar, as a matter of fact, I think in 1980 the naira was stronger than the dollar.
The naira wasn't stronger than the dollar.
It was. I'll give you an experience. I have a personal experience. My father sent my brother to the US in 1980-81. Gave him 25,000 naira.
That would give you about $40,000 at that time.
Well, okay.
About $40,000.
So my point is that naira. So he gave him 25,000 naira, and he got a little bit more in numbers, in dollars. That happened in this country. So I think between now and then, what has happened to us is mismanagement.
But that's not true. You see, look, you got to allow me land. I got a
please.
master's in law from England, and my specialty was international banking and finance. The naira was never stronger than the dollar or the pound. At that time, under Shagari, the naira was pegged.